born here, but I feel like a tourist. Middle finger to the world when they come for me. Just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas just want to be scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the council coaches too. Middle finger to the world when they come for me. Just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas just want to be scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the council coaches too. Middle finger to the world.
Welcome to episode number 65 of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am him, he, the host Tuck, and as always, I have a great show for you. Prepping for the one. On today's show, we will be talking about prepping for the one. That's preparation as you're waiting for him or her to come. And the $1 million question is, if you receive it, are you able to keep it? You really need to ask yourself, are you prepared? But before I get into, there is something I must do, and that's allow my panel a chance to introduce themselves. So to my right.
Hey, my name is Jay. You can follow me on Angel J on Instagram.
What's going on? This is What Would Nino Do? What Would Nino Do on all platforms? The Nino Effect.
What's going on? My name is Raheem Cousin. You can follow me at Raheem Cousin Speaks on Instagram.
I'm Jess, and you can follow me at Jen and Juicy on all platforms.
Prepping for the one. Now, most people, when they talk about the one and the type of person, whether woman or man, these people that y'all describe have value. And with value comes expectations. That's expectations for you. See, I or they can be the one for you, but are you the one for them? Or either are you prepared to be the one for them? So we're going to do this whole segment about the one is coming. Y'all cool with it?
Okay.
The one is coming.
You can manifest,
Can you see him? Justice. He's walking towards you. A leader, a man that know where he headed and know the direction. And he's coming towards you. You know how women always say they want a leader, a man that can run his household. He's coming. But then you realize your ass ain't never submitted to nothing. You can't even follow your supervisor and they pay you to do that shit. So how is it now that a leader shows up in your life? How are you going to prepare to be submissive or follow his lead if you never followed anybody?
They ain't gonna do it. Yes, sir. Right.
No. I was just using.
Dang,
like,
no. For me,
it wasn't no perfect. No, it was me saying.
I want to hear her response. He said you.
No, I was just like, can you see him? So
That's what I thought. I was like,
no, not personally.
Jesus.
I want y'all to like tap into like what women ask for.
A leader.
I wouldn't be ready.
Huh?
I wouldn't be ready at first. I'm not gonna lie.
But this is the thing. The segment is, he's coming.
So you
I
gotta
know
be
it's-
prepped up.
Because you can't ask for something and you're not prepared to receive it. Because if you're not prepared, you're going to lose it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Every single time.
Every single time.
If you ask for something and you don't put yourself in God's graces before you get it, you're gonna lose it faster than you got it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you'll get a lesson from it.
You gonna learn.
Yeah, the
You
one
gonna let go of that
you
guy,
know who
man.
had them lessons? Them old ass men that always talk about the one that got away.
Oh, stupid.
She
Shit.
didn't get away. You just weren't prepared for her.
You already.
Yeah.
But women do that a lot too and be single, sitting on the front porch smoking a cigarette.
Oh.
And they 50.
So
A Virginia Slim.
Dang.
I know.
Yo, y'all on the
but the question is, do y'all want a man that can lead?
Yeah.
Then how you not gonna prepare for him?
Until it's time to lead. They want them to lead until it's time to lead for real. When it's a cringy or a tight situation, when the man needs to lead, but they don't want to follow that lead. They want to follow the lead. Oh, let's figure out something to eat tonight. Get dressed, look nice. They want you to lead in that instance, but they don't want you to lead when it's something to do with the household. It's like, hey, I think we need to run it like this.
I got a perfect
We can have a
scenario.
conversation. I'm down.
See,
I got a perfect scenario. This could fit you right here, right? Just say if you felt this way.
Okay.
Okay, your leader showed up. He's the one you like being in the backseat. You get to be a girl again. All that responsibility that you had is on him now. You have a son.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't want your son to play football. You feel like it's too violent. You don't want him to get hurt. He wants to put him in football because he knows the benefit of having structure, discipline, and having camaraderie amongst players.
Mm-hmm.
Toughness. Too.
What do you do when he said, no, he's going to be in football?
Let's talk about other sports. I mean, there's other sports.
They're going to
He can
say,
play
that's my
lacrosse.
son.
See, say it again.
That's my son.
See that?
Right.
No, I wouldn't.
Now you about to lose it.
No,
Right.
I wouldn't hit him with that line. That's crazy. Like, we at that point where he's able to like put opinions in. I'll just be like, there's other sports. Only if he doesn't want to play. If he wants to play, then sure, go at it. But
Why
No,
not
it ain't that he want to play. You don't want him to play because of the dangers of it.
Yeah,
there's dangers in all sports. I'm not gonna care. But I feel like I still would discuss other options. Like, why just football? Like,
I mean, he can play.
lacrosse.
I mean, it's only one sport going on during football season. That's football.
Because I
Yeah.
just
Then
told
lacrosse.
you why he wants
Lacrosse.
football. You want
That's
him to
very aggressive.
football
It
toughens
is.
Not
you up.
lacrosse in the spring.
But football toughens you
Shut
up.
up.
Yeah.
It teach you discipline. It teach you how to follow orders.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it gives you camaraderie amongst peers.
Mhm.
A man knows that. He could be an ex-football player. And he
Right.
sees the value in it.
He understands it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I would do it. The moment my son said he don't like it, I'm be like, dang, okay. And then we leaving.
See, no,
That's
you
not
The
can't
good.
do
moment.
that.
What?
You can't do that. You
The
like, get
fact
So
your-
that
do
they
you
later.
want a leader?
No, but I feel like he tried the sport. So what if he doesn't like? He tried the sport.
He got to
does
finish
it,
the season though.
Yeah.
Obviously, finish the season. Not gonna
Okay.
waste money. That's crazy.
Okay.
But if he
All
feel like he don't like the sport, I'm not gonna make him keep playing the sport that he don't like. Like, I get the purpose of it. Find another way to teach him just other sports. But I would definitely give it a try.
Okay.
That don't sound like he's in control of shit, is it?
I mean, we can't make the. I'll give it a try.
You said what? But why though?
Why?
I mean, why can't he continue to play sports? Because
He
the
can still
first
play
time you
sports.
tried to ride a bike, you didn't know how to do it.
He can still play
It's like,
sports. I'm saying if
you
he
kept
don't
on
like,
trying though.
we'll try football. So if he was okay, if the leader said, "Hey, I want to put him in football because of all these A, B, or whatever reasons," cool, let's do it. If he don't like it, I'm not gonna continue to force him to do
But
it though. But he
If
can
you
try
go
it right
based
away.
on what child don't like, they're gonna grow up to be quitters.
Yeah, they're not gonna like nothing.
Nothing. Anytime something get hard, I'm
That's
like,
another thing. Like we didn't have the option to like quit.
quit.
We didn't have that option. It's like if I skip practice, I'm in trouble at the crib too.
Okay, facts.
Like-
But I'm saying there's other sports. I'm saying, like, what if football's not his sport? If he says, okay, he has to finish out the season,
We see the
next
potential.
season.
You got to get better. You
What
didn't
if he
learn how
trash,
to.
though?
You didn't
No,
learn
no,
how
No,
to
okay,
walk.
everyone
in
can't
the
play
week.
that sport though. Y'all got.
We
y'all,
understand,
so
but
what if
it's.
there's other sports. What
Were
if he's
you the
boring
best
basketball?
football player when you first started playing? No. Especially if they're playing late. They play football in 7th grade. That's their first year that you can play in middle school. But other kids been playing since they were 9. So there's a 3-year gap.
But they not feeling it. They like, I want to try soccer, and
Yes.
I really like soccer. Like, they out
But
there
this
playing
is
with
what
a soccer ball.
this
You
is
gotta
the
get soccer?
problem with a lot of times what women
Look at all
do.
these damn options. I'm a
But-
leader.
but
Do
this
you
is-
trust my
this-
No, no,
leadership?
no.
Because it's like 5
This
different
is-
cakes, and y'all want to only pick on one cake. That's
No, no, no,
crazy.
no.
Like,
But
we
this
don't
is
even
what
know if there are
women.
no options.
I feel like a lot of women do though. They give the kids so many options to be like, nah, I want to do that. I want. No, you're gonna do what I tell you to do.
That's how.
and that's the end of it.
Yo,
we
Man,
don't.
I should've
I
signed my
don't.
son up for
I talk to my
karate.
wife
That'd be
about
real.
negotiating with kids all the time. It's like,
Well-
why are you negotiating with a kid?
That-
I'm about to tell you what to do, and that's what we doing. Don't ask me no more. Don't talk to me
And-
no more about that.
Like, and
It's over with.
I've seen them turn their parents into short order cooks. Oh, I don't want to eat that.
Oh,
I don't want to
absolutely.
eat that.
No,
Yeah,
I don't want to
it's
eat
gonna
that. Well, he don't want to eat it. They ain't gonna make him eat it.
You gonna be hungry
not
fucking
in
with
my
me.
house.
Yeah, no.
Uh-huh.
Not in my house.
Mm-mm.
You gonna be
That's
hungry.
You're gonna keep eating it until like I get to a point where you I know you just hate it. Because when I grew up, my mama always made us
And that's
eat
how
a
he would take that
spoonful.
approach for football.
But
Well,
no, you gotta keep
hold on.
going. I keep getting it. Like it gets to a point where you know good and well.
Yeah.
Like my mama got to the point where she was like, "This girl just not gonna eat seafood."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
like my son
was
like-
like,
Oh, you don't eat
my
seafood?
head-
Yeah.
Mine was
Not like
On this
Really?
one
None
right
of
here,
it?
None of it.
on this
I don't
topic right
like
here,
it.
I gotta agree
I
with
don't
her.
like the texture.
Only
None of it.
because,
Agree what?
as far as if the child doesn't want to play that sport, get him up out of there. Only because my son, from the age of 9 up until 15, 16, he played AAU basketball. In that time, you see a lot of kids who don't want to be there, but their parents want them to be there. And you end up wasting your
Money,
time,
energy,
your
yelling,
child time,
arguments.
money, all of that.
It's
All of
shit
that.
that my mama made me do that I appreciate now.
right. You don't see it.
But there's I feel like there's other ways. That's why I said I would try it, but I feel like there's other ways that you can still attempt it in different ways. So if
They
he
can
doesn't
still play.
I
other
understand,
sports,
Yeah.
Right,
though.
exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
I
they can
understand
still
like
play
AAU
football
basketball
and then
because you
play
got to
soccer.
travel big, but playing a sport at school, it's
Any
at school. You don't have to do no
any
extra
sport,
travel. You got to
I
pick
would
them
be
up from
open to
school
any
regardless.
sport. I would open to any sport. If that doesn't work for you, you have to try another sport. Like right now, my son's trying every season. We're doing a sport. If you're trying to avoid a sport, we're gonna do something else. If you don't want to do football, we're gonna do karate. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do STEM camp. We're gonna do something that you're gonna do something during that season. But it's not gonna just be make you play that one sport. Like you don't want to do football, it's cool. I'm
I've
not gonna
seen
force
it
you because
happen
I don't
lot.
like arguing, so
I've
I'm not
seen
gonna be
it
yelling
happen.
at you
I've
on the
seen it
court.
happen.
Like
But-
play this game.
But,
He's like,
what you're doing is, I'm the one. I'm everything you asked for. Trust my lead.
But the,
Y'all are starting to break down all the options of what kid might not like, might not. I'm the one in charge. Trust my lead.
but we're going off of experience, and I'm telling you what I've seen.
my son stood in the middle
It's
of a
a waste of
basketball court
time.
and didn't do nothing.
Okay, if it's a waste of time, it could be deemed that. But if I'm the one and you trusted me on every other thing,
But you're not going out there playing. The child is.
right?
Exactly. So I can't trust you. I have to trust the child. I have to trust the child to be
You
the
got
child.
to trust the child.
I wanna-
Okay, what happens
so
when
the
the child said, "I want to play the game all day"?
No, that's totally
No,
different.
it ain't totally different.
Yes,
You
it is.
trust the child.
No, that's
what
leisure
he
time.
wants to do.
No.
People make careers out of gaming.
No. We
Yeah.
are talking about investing in time, in your time as a parent. And you're going to waste your time and
See,
your money
because
and your weekend and your summer vacation. I'm telling you what I know. I've seen it.
And what you miss about it is, I didn't say the sport is not that ain't the only thing you get out of it. I broke down that you get discipline, you get camaraderie with
Yeah.
peers, you get structure. A lot of shit you can get,
Right?
even if you hate it. Like if your child is overweight, you're gonna encourage them to go work out, right?
Of course.
They might hate it, but it's something in working out that they're gonna get.
Right. But
So
just
why
don't force
can't
them to
you
play
trust
sport.
my lead?
I said yes. I
You
would
asked
say
for a
yes.
leader.
But I said yes.
You said
No, I said yes.
Give it a
but
try.
I'll
You'll give it a try.
That ain't even trusting my lead.
Okay,
That's
let me
when
say,
shit.
I gotta say a little more trust in my voice.
It sounds like when shit get a little shaky, you gonna take the lead.
He's like, yeah.
No, I'll say yes, but I'm like yes, and I'm like okay, you're gonna take it in practice. I'm just
So
yeah.
should you ask for something that you're really not prepared for?
But I was prepared.
No fucking leader. You is not prepared for no leader. Shouldn't ask for what you ain't prepared for.
I'm prepared. Look at me. I'm
The
a
one is
princess.
coming. Do you see him? I see
Don't
him.
use me for an example.
Do you see him?
Nah, Jess, come on.
Do you see him? He coming closer. And he brought an appetite. His mama know how to cook. His grandma know how to cook. And your ass can't boil water. Trust me, ladies. Knowing how to read a menu ain't a skill. You might have a man that has an appetite. You should not have no reason for you not to know how to cook. Are you prepared?
She ain't prepared.
That's-
She can't cook.
They've been telling you this for
she can
centuries.
learn,
Wait till a man
Yeah.
hot.
She can
Yeah, I
learn on
understand
the
how
side.
people-
With everything on
The
TikTok.
TikTok gives you
Yeah.
step by step.
Yeah.
Like, just don't use salt. No use salt to the end. You can't mess something up. You don't use salt to the end.
Because
I
I
don't
got
get
with
how
somebody
people
that
can
ate
cook.
stuff I didn't like. Like he
learned how to
like
cook?
seafood. He like black eyed peas and all that type of stuff. And
I
I'm
ain't
like,
like
bro,
that
I don't
shit.
eat this shit, but I
I
make
don't
it.
eat no type of beans.
I make it. So I had to.
So you still cook for him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So why y'all asking for men? What if he brought an appetite and you don't know how to cook?
You figure it out.
You better
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Right.
The TikTok,
YouTube.
Something.
It's too
YouTube,
many-
Facebook.
Too many.
Instagram.
That's
Instagram.
crazy to expect a man to go like provide for you and come home and then like he's ready to eat and all you can say is I'll order food. Like
They got those boxes that come with all the things you're gonna need
Mhm.
and
Right.
a recipe to fix
Like,
it.
literally.
Oh, yeah.
you only gotta go to the store.
Purple carrot. No,
They
that's the
have
name of the
them.
box.
Yeah.
That's the junk.
Floyd, do you see her?
Uh-huh.
She coming.
I know.
Boy, you been asking for a good girl. But a history of dating crazy, man. People date crazy so long they become an expert in crazy.
Like, I know she gonna do
Like
that.
that.
Yeah.
This chick can literally key your car, punch you in your eye, and somehow you can still see the love in it.
Oh, no, that's...
You have literally became an expert in crazy.
I ain't doing that.
Now
I've
this
seen
good
that.
woman. Now you prepared for a fight
That's
because you're
good,
used
man,
to
Savannah.
crazy,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
Used to combative. You geared up for a battle. But this woman come in with respect and non-confrontational.
She too nice. But
This is how people end up
What you mean?
creating arguments in a relationship because that's the only way they know how to solve conflict resolution skills. They don't know how to
That's
sit
crazy.
down and talk. They have to create shit. Sometimes they got to create it to confirm they love.
I don't.
Sometimes women create arguments to confirm how you feel.
You didn't fight for me.
So what happens when you are dating crazy for so long? Your resume of crazy chicks is extensive. And now this good girl gotta walk in your life.
Protect the bag, damn it. Protect the bag. I'm not fumbling that.
Yeah, people do it all the time.
I swear they
Absolutely.
do. I was
Not
talking
me.
to somebody that was used to talking to toxic people, and he was expecting for me to be toxic, and I'm like, no, that ain't for me. Like
They do like
mm-mm.
play talk, so they be wanting you to like play. Oh.
That's
yeah.
weird.
I'm
Yeah.
talking like what?
And I told him, I was like, you so used to toxic, like that's what you like. That's you done turned that into a type. Like you gonna have to go over there for
Oh,
that.
nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing with that.
Should you fix the flaws in you before they come?
Oh, hell yeah.
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 You can
yeah,
try
yeah.
to fix most of them, like that you're aware
Yeah.
of, but sometimes when you
Some
run into
stuff you
somebody,
can't fix by yourself.
Yeah.
But how about
Yeah,
this?
you
How about
gotta
this?
test it out and like
Everybody that has dated an ex, they leave remnants on you, whether psychological, but they leave it emotional. Like you have to do a real observation of what this person has left behind.
Mhm.
Because I've seen how some people act, and I'll tell them, who created this version of you? Who made you an overthinker? You don't trust nobody no more.
Mhm.
I would love to have met you before he ruined you.
Yeah.
Because you looked at relationship with hope and gleam in your eyes. But now, I don't really care.
They were
People
like,
act
I'm
as
cool.
if they don't even want marriage.
Yeah, they're
I'm
like, man,
cool.
we don't care nothing about that no more. Like, come on, man. Everybody wants somebody. God damn.
Like trying to make, I said this before, a lonely listening lifestyle, but somebody really created this version of you.
Right.
If
That's
you
used to be nice.
if you allow them to.
It ain't about,
it's all-
oh, you might
They
not
done
even
turned
see
you
it.
in.
Yeah.
They done turned you into this
Because
person.
some people think, yo, I'm just much smarter now. No,
No, you're
somebody created this version.
Right.
Not they get some credit for it, but like if you gotten better from it, that means you had to sit down and become self-aware
Mhm.
in order to like cipher everything that happened in order to get better from it. Because other than that, most of the time what people do is when they get that negative, they become bitter or they become angry
Yeah.
or resistant against something.
I'm gonna tell you how this is how you know people leave remnants, because you become a red flag seeker. Like a person that you really like, they can show a similar sign of your ex.
Yeah.
They could just have a bad day,
Right.
but now the love you had, you start to
Question.
put this to
Yeah.
the side and highlight this shit. If you highlight somebody's flaws, you would never appreciate their good.
But that's where you have to be consciously aware of
Right.
yourself.
That's what the hell I just said.
No, because you
no.
said that. Like, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you.
because you can do everything that you're saying. Like, you could look for those red flags in that person, but then you got to be able to say, hold up, let me stop. That's not their problem. That's my problem from this past relationship. So now you got to go back to saying, okay, now maybe I do need to do a little bit more work on myself so I could get that out of me. Right. Because you're just going to be prejudiced to this person and they don't even know that. Right. And they can have good intent.
Right.
But you are subconsciously still fucked up.
Right. Because I can be a person that we get arguing and I raise my voice and that triggers something in you. Right. And now you see me the way you see him. That's his version of you. You think you winning. He just created you.
Yeah.
And everybody else is paying for them sins that he did.
And not being sexist, but women are more prone to that because they're more emotional. So like something like that might trigger.
Oh no, it ain't just a woman.
No. I said that women are more emotional.
Do you
than
trust
men.
like you used to trust?
But think about it. You don't date how you did in high school. Or
yes,
first
I
love,
do trust
your
how.
First
you trust like you used to trust?
Me?
Yeah, I do because because
somebody created
so
that.
do you date like how your first ever girlfriend, your first person you ever were into?
No.
Do you date how you dated then?
No, of course not.
You didn't go in for so you learned, so you were affected somehow from your past to end up where you are now.
But my boundaries has nothing to do with this new person. So I have to give them that
respect. Why you put up them boundaries?
There you go.
Huh?
Why you put up them
you
boundaries?
built up a wall because you trying not to let some shit in.
No.
Right.
That got in the first time.
Based on what you've endured.
Right. So
you learn to place boundaries.
So okay, I did, but I still have to understand that I need to check that and separate that because this person has nothing to do with what happened to me in the past. That's why I'm saying that you got to be subconsciously and consciously aware. And somebody say that you are like battling, but you just have to have that buffer because it's not that person's fault if they have all good intent.
We understand that.
And what's good, because I want to know what the boundaries are.
It's the red flags that you have created based on your past experiences. And that's really based on bad experiences. You could have had a relationship that just didn't work out and it's nothing personal. But then you could have went through a fucking roller coaster and you got to get over that roller coaster, but you still want to move on. You still want to be with this person because you are interested in them. So that's that inner battle. And we're all going to have that inner battle.
All right. So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Why is that even a question?
Because we're humans, because we're not machines. So we can't just hit the reset button as much as we want to.
Based off of?
What is what based off of?
Like those boundaries been set in place.
Off of the past experiences, probably bad experiences.
Right. So you're carrying it from what?
You're carrying it from the past. But
right.
Somebody created that version of it.
So that's what I'm saying. Somebody had to create
If you
those
never
patterns.
went dated
if you
someone,
loved them like you loved them when you was 13, 14,
there you
didn't even know to ask these
like
questions because you never
endured
endured anything. You never endured anything. So you're carrying something from the past.
But does that make you a more knowledgeable or better person because you went through those traumas?
We don't know.
I would say
it depends on how you carry it.
Yeah, because ignorant is bliss.
Well,
so you're right. So knowledge do have a responsibility tag to it. Like, because you know better, you try to do better.
Right.
But what happens is you can't, when you date somebody, they supposed to have a clean slate.
Yes,
right.
yes.
But
if they hopping over boundaries, that ain't a clean slate
at all.
Well, they could be hopping over boundaries and they don't even know that they're hopping over boundaries.
That's even worse.
Right. That's why it's so important for you as a person to make sure that you know what you're doing.
I understand
and that you
you're
have
saying
control.
Be self-aware.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's also why when we're talking about like trusting people, do you fully trust somebody? My saying is always the same. I only trust people to be people.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to, because you did this. I don't know how you act around certain people. I don't know what you do yet, but I can only trust you to do what you're showing me currently.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's based on past trauma that I even think like that.
Exactly. But yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't.
I was ready.
But you see
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to. I trust people to be people. That's it. But once you show me something, hey, that could be a red flag. That could not be a red flag. But I can only do what you're showing me at the time.
Yeah. And then you just have to
think
have a
about red
conversation.
flags. I've never dated anybody that didn't have them.
Mhm.
Who the fuck don't got red flags?
Right.
It's just when they consistently
Oh,
throw where you should be aware. Yes, it is.
Is that? But some of them red flags get highlighted because of what you went through.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you looking at me the way you used to look at who hurt you the first time.
Right.
And also, what might be a red flag to you might not be a red flag to somebody else because of what you went through.
That's
Yeah,
true.
for sure.
That's true. I see it coming. Loyal. Good loyal woman. Got your back. And you have a history of sleeping around.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you want
Y'all should
a
be ashamed.
loyal woman. You actually want the woman because you found out in the history of sleeping around,
Yeah.
you didn't have anything. Them empty
Mhm.
calories.
Mhm.
Had fun, still lonely.
Mm-hmm.
That's a funny thing that men can sleep around and still feel lonely.
Got.
You can have company and feel lonely.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
glad when she gone. I hope she don't stay all night.
Because if you ain't got the one, I don't give a damn how many you got, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's but now she's on her way. The one is coming. I honestly think a man should go celibate. If you have a history of that and now you're looking for quality and you got a purpose in dating, I think you need to go celibate and get them demons under control.
Good.
All right, shit. Now this goes back to the other
You
question.
say good luck.
Yeah.
It goes back to the other question because, like, how do you know you're good if you don't test yourself?
Because first you gotta, if you're used to sleeping around, first you gotta test whether it's
have
a
that
sex
self-control.
problem or a woman problem.
Mm.
Facts.
I can see what you're saying.
See, now if I could discipline myself in sex, because number one, these women are not fulfilling me.
Right.
The only thing I'm fulfilled by is sex. So maybe I need to discipline myself with sex and see. Because if I got the right woman and I get the sex, I shouldn't be, and I'm disciplined in the sex,
Yeah.
then I shouldn't have to go out because I already know I got the one. The
Right.
other ones won't fulfill me. But I
Mhm.
think you need to you might need to go celibate.
It depends.
Because this is the thing. Jumping, like when it comes to a leader, women think that they're going to naturally become submissive women. Like, he going to make me submit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the beginning. Because people submit to what they like more than what they love.
Right.
So in the beginning, you like everything. So of course you're going to submit. Love got a standard and it takes work to sustain.
And
So when the
sacrifice.
like is not as high, but the love is there, it takes work. Now the things
Absolutely.
you submit to, you might question. Because bad habits will show up if you don't work on them. Similar with that person. If you just jump into a relationship because emotions say she's the one, and she's the one will keep you faithful for a while.
Yeah.
But if you have a habit of sleeping around, once she's the one dies down, them habits and them temptation creeps in. And if you haven't dealt with them properly, you're off that high now.
Yeah.
This is how you end up being back out there and losing everything that you got.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, one thing I could say as far as preparing for the one, right? After I got separated and, went through my little stage, whatever, after like about 3 months, 4 months, whatever, and dating and just seeing what was going on, I said, you know what? I'd rather be married. So I had to prepare myself for whoever I was going to be with. So that's work.
Yeah.
And within that work, as far as the celibacy, you do it subconsciously.
Let me ask you, when you did you ever, like, after that marriage, did you ever tell yourself, I'm never getting married again?
No, I didn't know what I was going to do.
I know a lot of people
Right.
do that.
Yeah, I ain't doing that no more.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But I'm,
No, I mean, I knew
I'm over here
that
like,
I was going to get married again
For real.
because, like, marriage is a good thing.
Yeah.
So, like,
if done properly.
if done properly, well, you have to know how to be married.
Asterisk.
There you go.
You have to know how to be married. Like, as a man, you have to understand, like, there's certain things that you do, certain things that you don't do.
That's even good because you gotta prepare to be married.
Right. That's another thing.
Look,
I seen
yeah.
Kurt Franklin said, he was like, if your first time or first try to be faithful to a person is when you get married, it's probably not gonna work out.
That's why I said that celibate shit might be down.
Hey, take a break, brother. Take a break.
Yeah.
This ain't it. You ain't gonna figure it out like that.
And
but
that's
also
preparing.
Yeah, that's also back to the question you asked earlier. What the fuck I was about to say.
My girlfriend.
And you about to go into it.
Get back to me.
Get back to me.
I went blank. That's crazy.
Okay. They're on the way. They are the one for you. This is for everybody. They're coming. They got minor things that they can work on, but for the most part, that person is the one for you. You haven't forgave your mother, your father, your sister, your family, whoever hurt you. You don't forgive, and you don't forgive easy. But to sustain a relationship, forgiveness is at the forefront. You cannot have a relationship and you don't have forgiveness. Now, the one is coming and you don't even practice forgiveness. You cut everybody off that do you wrong. How are you ready for him? Because you're going to have to forgive him or her at some point.
You're not ready at all because, like, for me, I'm stingy with my forgiveness, right? So there's certain people who I'm going to hold accountable. There's certain people who I'm just not going to forgive. But I understand, like, since that's such a powerful thing, you only give it to people who deserve it.
You give it to everybody.
No. You don't give it to everybody. No, you don't give it to everybody.
Do you know how much work it takes to have somebody trapped in your unforgiveness box?
No. Well, okay. For me, it doesn't, because at that point, I don't like nor do I dislike you. You're nothing to me.
But you got
that should be an easy forgive.
They got something to you. They there. They still got a thorn in your side.
Right.
No, because
it's too hard to be unhappy.
Yeah.
Like, think about this.
I'm not
it's
even
really hard to be unhappy.
I had to work at this.
Because if
everything
they're
that you're saying is
don't
right.
sound like you working,
you're
nigga.
forgiving. Like if you become a non-factor when I forgive you, it's like, are you
All right,
forgiving?
cool. Well, I don't care no more.
now
Like,
it's
when I see you, when I see you, it's like, what's up?
I never said that I forgive them.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
If you saying they're nothing to you, they should be easy to forgive.
Right.
No, because they don't deserve that energy.
No, everyone.
Yeah. So that means
they don't deserve
think
your
about
energy.
you walk in a room and intentionally not speak to that one person. Think about it. It's a room
That's
full of
energy.
and you like, what up?
So then everyone's joking and stuff.
And
And
you,
like,
I ain't gonna stop.
Maybe make
I'm gonna
myself
skip
stupid.
past it. Like,
I've done that.
I'm on
but that's even worse.
It's not
That's
worse.
That's energy that you're
Everyone's
putting
watching
into that
like, hi,
relationship to a certain
hi.
extent.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But like I said, I'm stingy with my forgiveness. And no, I'm not perfect.
So you're not
And-
prepared for that one.
Oh, yes, I am. Because
Not if you are an unforgiving person.
unconditional love for that
There's no such
one.
thing.
It's
Everything has
different.
conditions.
Well, as much as I can have unconditional love for that one person, that's why I said for me, I'm very, very stingy with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to give the same energy to everybody, but to that one person, like, I know how to like separate. Like, okay, I'm not messing with these people. I don't want these people around. Yeah.
If you dating your woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think she's the one,
Mm-hmm.
but she hates her ex.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't a problem for you.
No, it's not a problem for me.
So when
I got
y'all
a
out and
I got a
about in a
problem.
date,
Yeah, because you
hold on.
always bringing up how much you hate your ex.
If
I'm
you
like,
out, wait a minute. If you're out and about in a date with your woman,
Mm-hmm.
and he walks through the room and it upsets her, and it's y'all date, that ain't a problem.
That's my job to bring her back to reality.
I know what.
That's too much
Hell
power
no.
she's giving him.
Nobody's
She's
perfect.
with me, and he's
Why?
ruining
Okay,
her
okay.
day.
Why does she hate
why you
him?
look-
What
why-
did he
And
do?
my man
Doesn't
vibe.
matter.
My
She
man
need to
vibe
forgive him.
changed.
There you
and
go.
get over it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna forgive him if he beat the brakes off?
Yes.
But he's
After a
allowed.
while, she has to release that. Why is
Right.
she still holding on to that?
Yeah, like, it's
Is
like,
she-
you
is
with
he
me?
not
I
beating
ain't
her
never
down?
hit you.
Is he still beating her?
But he can walk
No, of
into
course
a
not, 'cause
Okay,
I'm
then.
y'all let
Like,
it change
he
her
shouldn't
mood.
have that much
Yeah, nah.
control over
She
her.
still
Like,
love
it's
that
not
dude.
there.
She
She's
still
not
love
there.
him.
That's what hate
There's
is.
still
It's just
some
in
type of
reverse.
emotion. Yeah.
She still love that dude.
Think about it. You on a date. Y'all having a good time. He walked by and it changes her mood.
If my
That
man
shit-
And that don't
changed,
fuck with
I'm
you?
done. I'm.
Now
It
she-
does, because what did he do to make
But
you
I'm
feel
But
saying-
you
that
already
way?
know what he did. She already knows
Told-
what he
she
did.
probably
Move
told
on.
you already.
Unless it happened yesterday. Like, come on. Like, it's no reason
But then
that
she
he
shouldn't
should
be over there
control.
on a date with
That's
him.
right.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
while she's on a date with you, she's thinking about him.
Right.
Yep.
That's stupid, nigga.
He over there controlling y'all whole day. He
Whole
whole
day.
vibe
Now
over
you,
there.
now you,
You done made reservations and then she mad.
You ain't getting
Want to get up and go.
Like, I get there's levels to like forgiveness. Like, some people don't get forgiven by me as soon as others may get forgiven. But honestly, they sooner or later get forgiven. And then sometimes I forgive them before they even apologize. Like, I've had people come back and apologize to me years later, and I'm just like, oh, it's cool. Like, I've been forgave you. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, we're not cool. I've been forgave you because you have my forgiveness, but you didn't have to apologize to have that. Like,
you don't even have to
apologize-
tell people that you forgive.
Yeah, like, it's just,
I've heard about that.
it just is. And I
I ain't did it, but people do it.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, and then like for me, like I'm to the point now with like the people who I don't forgive, like they're not relevant to me. Like I don't
Definitely
care.
are.
No, they're not.
They
But
are.
they don't-
How do you have people on your list that ain't relevant?
Because-
you know what
because-
motherfuckers that ain't on my list?
Listen, no,
they ain't relevant.
No, because I never knew that you could forgive somebody without telling them, but they just don't know. So
Yeah.
So okay, so like at this point, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Like that was
Because
the
your own
past.
peace, it's like so.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I just
Like I
never
was at a
thought
point
about,
where
oh,
I
I'm
could
just gonna
scroll
forgive
social
them.
media and I could see someone who did me wrong, and like I see them on social media, I would been like mad, like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why are you still happy? Why are you living life like you didn't fuck
Yeah.
me over? But then I realized I forgave them, so now when I see them, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'm not mad. Again, the person never apologized to me or nothing. When they did apologize, again, I was just like, oh, like. It's cool. And it wasn't no full conversation. There was no argument. There was no back and forth because I've already moved on from the situation. I forgave the situation. So I wasn't walking around with anger in my chest for someone else. Like there's a lot of emotions you got to have,
Yeah.
but holding anger for someone is like.
You said something very powerful, and I want to just add on to it. Don't let somebody hold you hostage waiting on them to apologize. You don't never know when it's going.
Mm-hmm.
You up there holding anger and resentment because you know and they know they did you wrong,
Right.
and you waiting for them to act like you. They're not you.
Right.
You might have a better heart. You might be a decent person. You might be raised up better than they were.
Yeah.
And you see people, you see you in people, and you get disappointed because they don't respond like you would respond.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I would confess if I fucked over somebody wrong.
Right.
I don't know how this nigga was raised. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I can only do my part, and my part is go. I forgive you.
That's
Ain't
it.
nothing else to be said.
No.
That's
You
it.
ain't even got to say nothing else.
So
It's over.
See, everything that you're saying, that's how I feel. I just never projected it that way. But like I said, at this point, I'm like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
you're there, I'm here. We're not in each
So you're
other's
telling
space.
me if someone that you right now didn't forgive yet, but has upsetting you, and they walked in the room and they tried to speak to you, just saying, hey, it was your birthday, and you saw them on your birthday, and they said happy birthday, and are you gonna be like, bro, why are you
Right,
talking
thank
to me?
you. Thank you.
I don't know. You sound like you had a whole lot
Yeah,
of
why-
resentment not too long ago.
No,
you gotta
be-
change your heart.
Oh, no. I'm saying yes. I'm still gonna be stingy with my forgiveness because
So when they
The-
walk away, are you gonna talk? Not cut you off, but when they walk away, are you gonna be like, why the fuck did that nigga talk to me? Like, are you gonna say that?
nah, I'm
Are
like
you-
he or she was interested in whatever the hell I had going on. Thank you.
Being
Like,
stingy with your forgiveness is only like being stingy to yourself. Like if
right, because they ain't holding that.
It's gonna stay on your mind. Like you're
They're
gonna
not
go home.
holding
Somehow it's
that.
gonna.
because if you don't forgive them, you haven't forgave yourself. Like what they did to hurt you, like you didn't release that from you. Like
Well,
they don't care what they did.
so that's what I'm learning. Like over time, I don't even care no more. But there was a time where it was like, yeah, we got a problem, and yeah, I'm not gonna like you're gonna know. But now, years later, I'm just like, man, I got so much great shit going on. Like,
I remember when that clicked in my head. One day I came to work and it was someone. I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, there's no reason for me not to talk anymore. I'm like, I'm using so much energy not to talk to this person or to be angry at these people. And I'm like,
yeah,
I could just not be angry. When I realized that, life went so much smoother. Like
Yeah.
it was so much weight taken off my shoulder. I didn't have to worry about not reminding myself not to speak to this person, reminding myself to stay mad at this person when
Right.
it's like,
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. It takes a lot of energy
it takes
to
so
do that.
much.
Yeah, I be trying. I can't do it. I gotta.
I-
remind
I
myself.
can't be.
I'll be speaking like, damn, I ain't winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you be laughing at you like that shit wasn't funny.
Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
but you know
You
what? Though?
gotta do that. Like you have to. Naturally, you want to be happy. You want to be like, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
fuck that nigga. He did say some clever
That's who
shit.
you are. That's who you really are.
Yeah, right. You know what?
Yeah, I fucked up. Spoke to him there, and it's over, I guess.
Right. Yeah. It's over.
But you know what I learned, especially in situations like that, and that's from reading that book that I had told you about.
Yeah.
There's two things that you can't do at the same time. You can't smile and frown at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would you frown when you could smile? Like, you have that choice.
Give
Yeah.
him gratitude.
You have that choice.
You know what's even worse? I go back in my mind to
the
replay an
moment.
argument because I ain't got all the shit off that I wanted to get off.
Facts. And you think about all the things you
I
could
even
have said. And
like,
you're
I
like,
coulda
"Bruh,
went back. Yeah, you
hold
pictured
back
it.
up like, nah.
What kind of that's crazy as hell. Like I get re-mad. I ain't even mad at him. I'm like, damn. Should have said that
That's why I
shit.
don't argue me in text message because I'm my shit prepared. I
got time
you
to text,
do
'cause
not
now
want
I'm
to do that.
thinking
You
about
better do this.
Yeah.
That texting shit different.
But when
I
that
might
shit
go back
over
and
and you
Google some
know-
shit. Like that.
Even when you're dating, if that shit over, you like, damn.
See, I had to
Coulda
learn to
got that
forget.
shit
I could have
off
talked
there.
about her mama. I could have said that.
I'm glad
That's
you
why your
did.
mama.
Yeah.
I told the motherfucker that one time. Man.
Dang.
You said what?
That's why your mama's single. And
All
you're
right.
gonna be single just like
All right,
me.
you see, you're like me, but I've learned not to be like that anymore.
Yeah, I've changed. I've changed.
Because, like, when I say stuff, like, people don't forget that shit. So
I always leave with stuff like that though.
it's not good anymore, though.
That's what
like,
I've done. Though.
huh?
When I start saying
You
shit
say you always leave people like questioning, like you walk away.
No. I leave people with questions. I'm a question asker. So
You want to get it.
I want you to think about this shit
You
2
wasn't
years
driving
from now.
home.
You're gonna be in the same
Dang.
position that you are now. All your friends are single. You're single. Your mom's single. All your aunts are single.
Yeah.
Think about this when you keep on pushing me away. That's some shit I said to you.
That's just
And you got
playing into the art of war. You like to play.
Yeah, I want you to think. I want you to think about this shit because I'm gone already. If I'm talking like this,
Yeah.
you gonna be mad as shit. Damn,
But
this nigga
so,
was right.
all right. So the reason that I stopped being like that is because I really come to understand that women are very sensitive.
You
And
coming to understand
no,
that shit.
stop. let me finish what I'm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
wrong.
my bad. I ain't gonna mess it up. Go ahead.
So I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt a woman's feelings anymore. Like, I'd rather be the gentleman and just bow out because it's just better just to be that. And it's also better for me because the more I do that, the better I get at it.
I'm too good.
See, I don't think I'm prepared for the one. I'm not gonna lie. At this moment, I'm getting better at it, but I just want to make a man cry. But I used to want to make a man cry. I'm working on not wanting to be that way. Yeah.
Why?
See, I
No,
can't be
if
with
I-
you
if
because
I
we'll be
know-
going back and forth.
If
Oh,
I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
We'll be
if
going
I
back and
got
forth.
to that point, like now I know, like I know how to control my anger. So if I get to that point, if I get to the point of anger and like frustration where I'm going like there's no letting up, that's my goal. Like I want you to be like, boo hoo, I'm jumping off the cliff. Like, oh wow,
But do it.
You know
yeah.
what's crazy? Like when she said anger, because I was telling you about this book I'm listening to. It's called Emotional Intelligent Habits, and they said that this ain't even a knock on you, but it could be. See, anger is like the low hanging fruit. This it lets you know that, or if you're really emotionally intelligent. This is what the book's saying, and it's saying that everything when everything get funneled through to anger, because anger is more accepted in society.
Yeah.
Like men can get angry
Yeah.
and be accepted, but if shame get funneled into anger, it's saying that you're not as emotionally intelligent as you think you are.
Mhm.
No
If
facts.
being vulnerable, being embarrassed, if all these things that you should, they're their own emotion to be expressed,
But you just
but
go
you
with anger.
keep funneling it through anger instead of telling somebody what it really is.
Mhm.
Like, so wanting a man to cry, if you actually take it out of that funnel, you will find the real emotion there. Not knocking you, but
No,
this
no,
is
it
just,
makes
this,
sense.
this is what I'm saying. Like, because
But
I done this.
Yeah.
Like when I realized I could have been more effective in a conversation if I didn't take pride and funnel it into anger.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If I just realize, okay, I'm operating in pride, I can actually get something out of this conversation. And it's a lot more powerful to tell somebody, I don't want to engage in something that's not nurturing. Meaning like this conversation does not nurture me.
Mhm.
Right.
So
You already know.
and I would That's kind of prideful a little bit because I really want to hit somebody with that. That's toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still kind of prideful.
But do you want to hit them with it to help them, or do you want to hit them with
pride turns into anger, and anger turns into competition for me. And now I'm ready to destroy you because pride, and you probably touched feelings. Because usually when you hurt me, pride shows up.
And see, that's why I learned that my anger was being filtered or being caused by other emotions. So
Yes.
it wasn't because I was really angry. Like, it really could have been for multiple other emotions, and I had to step back and realize. So now I know if I'm feeling these emotions, am I really angry, or am I feeling some other type of jealousy, loneliness, whatever it may be? Then I'm like, okay, nah, let me chill.
Yeah, and that's what I've been learning, like reading it, because it breaks down. It's pretty fucking awesome too. It's breaking down like all these emotions, even when how to deal with people. What I used to be, they call this thing called like I used to do this shit. I don't know if I still do it. Like an emotional hijacker. You know how you can come and tell me your problem. Like, say for instance, I don't like the way you yelled at me. I would then say, so how long you been holding this in? See, we supposed to be a couple and you gonna hold this in and you gonna bring it up now? That's crazy because I thought we was better than that. I thought we was gonna work through our problems, and then you gonna wait till now to tell me you don't like how I yelled. That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
So now,
That was crazy.
this is emotional hijacking. Now, instead of me dealing with what she said, now she got to feel a certain way about how she gave it. Lost the whole...
You know who do that the most? You know,
Go ahead.
women do that the most. You can't even tell them a problem because now they mad at the problem that you have with them. Like, hold up.
Women get mad that you're mad at them.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
emotional hijack.
Like, come on, man. Let me get my stuff off. We talk about this shit tomorrow, please. I'll stop motherfucker quick though. You try to tell me something about me while I'm telling you something about you. Oh no, we can do that at the end.
All questions at the end.
No, wait till the end to address your shit.
Yeah.
We talking about
This right now.
You should have said the shit yesterday.
Yeah. But that is called, and I've been a person. It's just I like everything about this book because it's taking me through this whole. This shit kind of cool. It's taking me through all this shit, but it's really dope. It's really dope.
That's good stuff.
Somebody that you really have to, because she's coming. The one is on the way, and she's a helper.
Mm.
But your mentality as a man, is it my way or the highway?
You're going to lose everything.
How can a helper help you if you only have tunnel vision about a relationship that takes two?
They can't.
It's really people that think it's my way or the highway.
Ain't no way.
It ain't
be
gonna
by
work.
yourself for a long time. They gonna be the highway a lot. Because don't nobody want to deal with that type of person.
Yeah.
for one.
At all.
You're like, come on, you can't be flexible. And a lot of relationships are based on compromise. Like, your wife might not want to watch a football game on Sunday, but she knows that's how y'all can spend some quality time together. So both of y'all winning. I don't want to watch this get from under me and ask me stupid ass questions. But both of y'all spending time together. So you got to compromise or something.
Yeah, it's like people realize, especially motherfuckers that's paying everything. They really feel like, cause you thrive in finances, that now you thrive in everything.
Mm.
That's the dumbest shit in the world.
I figure it out. Like, stop. She know how to do this
this.
shit already. Like, let her do it. God damn.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
a man.
Yeah, yo,
Stop.
yeah. If you ain't listening to God's creation to help you,
Right.
you a fool.
Right.
You are a dumb fool, and you gonna be by yourself. Oh, this is one. They're on the way. Can you see them? Because I do. If you have been a self-centered person and the one is coming, you will not be able to hold on to him. Like I said, or her. Like I said, they can be the one for you, but are you the one for them?
Whew. This my bag right here.
That's your bag?
Yeah.
You so sad?
I like, my thing is, it's not
Motherfucker said,
necessarily.
twice.
It's not necessarily self-centered. I'd rather use the term selfish. Like I was just all about me because that's the only thing that I felt like it was necessary. I didn't have kids and all this other stuff. And so when I got with somebody, he had a lot of patience with me. So, that's what's up. Like, I had to learn a lot. I had to learn a whole lot when it came to it. I ain't like nobody being in my space for too long. Like, it was like, yeah. And he was the type that wanted to cuddle. I'm like, shit, I'm used to sleeping in this bed. However I want to sleep in this bed. Now you gonna have to get with it type of, but I'm like, oh gosh, I like this nigga.
You ready? Are you truly ready for the one?
I wasn't.
She wasn't ready.
This conversation is really
I had to
question.
learn.
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm in a place now. Now, yeah.
Think you ready
Where
for the
you
one?
can do it.
What I can't. What
I believe
what
you
I was just talking
are.
about.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about. I'm ready for the one now. I think it took me a little while when I to get prepared beforehand, but I think now I'm good.
You don't think you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I know I'm not ready.
You ready for the one?
I think so.
Oh,
I wasn't.
I hope so.
Right, I'm ready.
Like being honest, I was not. Like, cause I didn't even know myself as good. I just knew this was a gift from God. So when you like that and you just marry because you better deal with a woman with grace, because there are going to be trials and errors on your process of becoming a man and a husband.
don't just say women, men too. I said men too.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like you said, women with grace, a woman with grace. I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
men
yeah.
too.
Man with grace.
Yeah.
Who
Like,
ain't
I feel like
patient.
That's if you're not
Patience.
ready.
And a lot of patience.
Like, see, I think I'm ready. I think I have the tools. It's just like you don't know till you try. And like,
Oh,
and then
shit.
my thing
That
is-
ain't how you ready. Like I got tools.
No.
You got to know if you can use them.
I have the tools. I have my mouse caboodle, whatever it's called. Like I have all the little things I need. I just don't know if I'm gonna use them in the right way or am I gonna run with them.
And
Like
she's-
I'll grab all my tools and run. Like I'll leave the situation before actually using the tools. So I don't know. till I
That's
try.
dope. What if the one is coming and you have commitment issues?
God almighty.
But you want somebody.
Don't do
Does that
that.
make sense?
Not too much.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be backwards. That's gonna be. But also,
Why do men have commitment issues?
Why
Like
do
we
y'all?
would literally know you're the one for years,
Because there's
and
so
we
many,
still just wait.
there's so many options,
in
Yeah.
your mind.
and we get distracted.
not in your mind.
In your mind.
It ain't,
I mean,
how
'cause they're not
how many
real.
options that are quality
Yeah.
Oh, for who though?
for you?
As a man?
Yeah,
No.
that's quality.
Just too many.
But do you feel like do they really feel fulfilled with all of these options that's quality? Like obviously it's not
No,
doing
you
something
really don't.
for you.
No.
It's not doing something for you if you don't find one like
Yeah.
In my past, I used to deal with quality chicks. I could just close my eyes and pick one.
they might have been quality women,
But
yeah, but
fulfill
they
you is
wasn't
different.
Yeah,
fulfilling you,
fulfilling you.
clearly.
Yeah,
That's how I got right.
because I promise you can have 5 quality women and one will stand out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Even a pimp got a bottom bitch. All them hoes he got a bottom bitch.
This is the one.
Well, this the one. Y'all listen to her, don't get all right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's true. Like somebody's going to stand out.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think you supposed to have more than one wife, because you ain't gonna love. It's gonna be one that you love more than any of
It depends on what y'all doing.
them. It's gonna be one that you love more than any of them.
All right.
You don't believe so?
Depends on the day of the week.
I didn't like nobody. I have people.
I
on
mean,
my roster,
because
they
you
all
could be
said
like,
the
I like
same
to
level.
go out with this one. I like to cook with this one. I like to have sex with this one. It's so many different variations.
But those just
of-
little things like okay, like
Yeah.
I can
But it
cook this
depends.
person.
That's what I'm saying. If you're dealing with multiple women, you're gonna pick the one that you deem fit for the situation.
But somebody overall.
Yeah. There's gonna have
It's
to be
gonna
the
stand
overall.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got to pick.
Who's
But
the
that's
star?
that's
Who's
the
the star of the
problem.
team?
You already know, like, cause you used to have a rotation.
Right.
But if that one call, are you canceling all playing with everybody else?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, it.
Oh yeah.
And- yeah.
That joker, I done fell asleep.
Oh, that's
Ain't
crazy.
never
I
sleep.
fell asleep.
Ain't nobody
Good morning,
sleeping
text.
that
My
hard.
bad. I was working.
My fault. I
Yeah.
fell asleep when I got out the shower.
You
Come on, man.
you know something when I was talking about, you had said something that I didn't. You know how you said, like boundaries are set based off your bad past experiences. Like usually it's like that. But having good experiences could ruin you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
If you had a nigga that spoiled you,
them expectations is
now you
based on
looking for
everybody else.
the one he coming. He ain't a spoiler.
Yeah, I do regular shit.
Regular
I give you
shit's
stuff on your
crazy.
birthday.
He make sure you good, but he ain't taking you here. He ain't taking you there. He ain't
sending-
making the money the one that spoiled you have.
Right, because he sold drugs. He was a scammer.
What do you do?
A skimmer.
What do you do?
You gotta adjust your expectations.
How do you do that?
That's what I'm saying.
I
But this
would
is
do that.
also why they say you should also not have sex before marriage, because there's so many different experiences
Right.
that you experience.
If you didn't have sex, you have nothing to
you
compare it
wouldn't
to.
have
See,
anything to
sex-wise,
compare it to.
I'm not. That's not really like a factor in my book. Like,
But
I'm not
it
gonna say
is
people are
to a lot of
teaching.
people and
It's
women.
still- yeah.
Women, men.
But even the spoil part.
the spoil
Because
part,
the reason you can lower your expectation is because it didn't work with him. Now, if it worked with him, it's cool.
we wouldn't be having this conversation
We would have this conversation.
unless he died.
But if he spoiled you and did all of that and it didn't work, your expectation shouldn't be high.
right, you should change
Nothing
it.
about that spoiler worked.
No, it's not gonna make it
But-
high. You gonna miss it though.
Yeah, I miss having pills. baby.
But that's messed up because you
What,
got to
miss
think
it a
about
little bit?
you're a guy or a girl thinking about a past relationship and what you don't fulfill in your current relationship. That's crazy. That's
I mean,
crazy.
think
But I
about
love
it.
him.
I know y'all the guys doing the spoiling, but as a female, imagine like you were like, "Oh my god, my Shein card! I just want to go buy it right now." And they're like, "Here," and you're just like, "Oh," and then you sit here, and someone's like, "You want to go on a trip?" And you're like, "My Shein card, you gonna pay for that?" It's like, nah.
But then it could be the opposite way around. And the dude was like, I got my favorite eater. And it's like, her drunk weak. So should I be
Mhm.
thinking about that all the time?
I just feel like sex is teachable. Paying my bills
It's
or not.
not.
We can say go get another job and then
It's-
like
I don't think sex is teachable. I
But
mean, you might tell somebody
even
something.
with being spoiled, they still didn't fulfill something.
yeah, that
Right.
sucks.
So it's something that really glues you down in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
And if spoiling you does not work, that shouldn't be what you lead with.
Right.
No, it's not what I think. I'm joking. I did like Nick said. Like sometimes when I go and swipe my own card, I be like, damn, this is my money.
That part when I be like, ooh, I want to do this.
That's
I gotta
crazy.
pay.
Right.
You know what's crazy? But,
I booked my own trips this summer.
But women can do it, like you
Sick.
said, with sex.
Huh?
Sick as
Like
hell.
women can do it with sex.
Well,
Because it's like women have somebody that they really have great sex with. But because he doesn't have all of this stuff,
I'm just using.
nah, he only good for that.
Oh yeah.
I don't,
They find what glues them down off that. So
That's
it
the
should be the
crazy
same
part,
thing
like-
with being spoiled.
you was talking about it earlier about, are you the fun guy? You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be that guy.
Right.
I don't want to be the dude who's like, I'll just hit him up kind of late at night or whatever.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy. Because if you're with me for months on end and you're talking about a relationship, you're like, nah, I don't really think we should do that.
I heard so many men feelings doing that.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, I don't want to be that guy.
Yo, this is wild. And he's coming. This is wild.
What?
And I get this from women.
I'm nervous.
I
He
am too.
coming.
Okay.
Good man.
Okay.
God-fearing man.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a holy man. Women are not attracted to men that really live what they say through Christ.
I've heard that too.
I've seen women say, I
I've
want a
heard
man that know God,
I've heard that.
but he ain't all that holy.
Which one?
What in the
Yeah,
hell is
wait,
going
what?
on?
Rather you're too square or you're too not. Like, yeah.
What is that about?
Weird.
Would you date a holy man?
It depends on it. It really depends on
But
it.
not the creepy
No,
ones.
I
There's
mean,
creepy
because-
ones
If
that
he's
try to hide
led by
behind
Christ, what is the better?
Because
What?
they use Christ as like a shield. There is guys who be out there and they use like the nice guy, the holy guy shield, and then they hide it behind like the weird like smart comments or certain things they'll do because they expect something. So like, oh, y'all go out to dinner and date. Yes, he's holy, but then it's always something like it's hard to weed out the good ones out the bad ones. Does that make sense?
I think
like,
he's talking about the ones that are like
the actual generally good.
Yeah.
They say go to
Yeah,
church
yeah.
and find a man,
They-
and then they say go to church
they're
and find
considered
the
boring.
husband.
like they're the ones who say we're not going to have sex until
Yeah.
Oh, I would be like,
Oh my God.
No, I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem with somebody that is holy. The only time when it becomes a problem is when they are so structured by every single thing in that book and dismissing the fact that we're human, and they forget that the fact that God is graceful and merciful, and we get
They
all
start
those
throwing the
things from
Bible in
him,
your
and
face,
you
like,
just
judging
throwing
you
it
and
like
stuff.
you're using the Bible like rules, and like this is what it's going to be, and that's it. It's like, nigga, I'm
judging
gonna
me
fuck
for
up.
being
You
human,
understand
yeah.
that, right? Like,
I'm not
and that
perfect.
right, you ain't even perfect, sir. You are you forgetting that you're imperfect?
Yeah.
So that's when it becomes a problem. When you become to the point where you're more holier than thou, then baby, you got to go get somebody else. Go find you a little nun or something, baby, because I ain't it.
So you don't want the
They're
want the
not
holy guy.
attracted
Not
to
holier
holy,
than thou.
righteous, Christ-fearing men. They're not attracted to them.
I know
Yes,
something
I
like
am.
that,
You
but
know
just
why?
fine.
Because when people operate in that space, they also put up a mirror and you see your reflection. And when somebody is really operating like that, it casts conviction in you.
Right. Because you got to be judged off of that standard.
Even if they don't judge you by their words, their actions convict you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you know you're not where you need to be, he's a constant reminder of that.
Uh-huh.
People like to have people that going through the journey and have falls and ups and downs because they are more relatable to you. Because they're in the struggle with you. But when somebody has really got their shit together,
You don't want to be around that, bro. Until you get your shit together. Hey, I need to catch up.
yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but like sometimes they come off judgy. Like they sitting right next to the
But
throne
is
of
it
God
the
or
truth?
something.
though?
But I feel like it's a way to deliver it. Like it'd be one thing if it's like, okay, you say I'm going to church a lot, and then you're like, oh well, Sunday I'm doing this, and you keep saying like, I know Sunday I go to church, so you know I go to church on Sunday, and you keep saying you want to hang out with me, and you know you can go to church with me, we can go to dinner, or lunch after church. You bring church into my life, so casually doing that instead of being like, dang, you sleeping in again? That's crazy. Oh, I wish I could sleep in. I'm at church. Or, oh, it must be nice to just be sleeping in and not talking to the Lord. Like, making comments like that is like, okay, you're doing too much. I mean, all you had to say was, you want to go to church with me today?
Now, that's fair if they're doing that. That ain't God.
For sure.
That ain't holy.
But that's the judgment. Like, that's
I'm
the whole,
talking
like,
about the one that said, hey, let's go to church.
Right.
Okay.
And
They probably
we
keep
can't
it.
do that because, you know, we got to be married before we do that. We're going to wait
That-
till we get
that's
married.
fine.
You gonna wait with him.
Damn. You didn't even use a word that time.
No, I'm fine with that. Like,
That's a gen too.
yeah, sex.
I don't
like,
think
yeah.
I don't think they're attracted to that shit.
It's
They
just like I
not.
said.
They
It just
like
depends
bad
on
boys,
how
bro.
you. It just depends on how you do it. Like if you
Delivery.
just like if you checking me for every single step I make, I'll be like, nigga, what?
If you moving like,
Like,
you the
you
pastor
act
and
like
you not
you
the pastor, you're
perfect.
not a minister, you're not nothing, and you over
Why
here.
can't he live by the book?
No, but you're judging me and teaching me how to do it when you're still learning. Like,
Would y'all
you're-
date a pastor?
Can you date a pastor?
Yeah, you can date a pastor.
Yeah. You said, can you date a pastor? Yes, you can
Would you
date a
date a
pastor.
pastor?
I think it's the father. You
It's
can't
not
date,
a priest.
Right? Okay, I mean,
What-
Would you date a pastor?
Yeah, I could.
Damn, boy.
I don't know.
I told
Pastors
you.
in the same category.
could-
Like,
I
You
could
know
date a
your
pastor.
reaction is on camera.
That's fine. Hey,
look like
I'm into it. I'm fine. I could date a pastor, like, because there are some pastors that understand that they are a part of this world.
mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you just take Megan Good and her husband, for example. Like, the church was the ones that was against her. He wasn't against his wife for the things that she did. It seemed like he.
yeah, what about that? Hey, look, you're too revealing. You gonna have to put on something more ladylike. That ain't judgmental. That's the truth.
That's not.
you
That's not
represent me.
judgmental.
Yeah, I
Right.
would say delivery. It's all about delivery.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you go change. I don't care what you talking about.
That's.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's
Not the size,
necessarily
Go ahead,
judgmental.
bro.
You don't think that's judgmental?
No,
Mm-mm.
I don't feel like that's judgmental. But it's like, if
Could
I
you
sit
even
here-
could you be a first lady at the church?
They probably wouldn't want me to.
Yeah, I'm about to say they probably would not want me to.
Are you prepared for a holy man?
I'm prepared for their judgment. Like, what's up? That's my man up there. Tell him, baby.
Yeah, Sarah J makes you look nice.
Period. On God.
I don't think they like holy.
Preacher got him.
Oh, but I see one coming. Oh, security, financially stable. Can you see him?
You said what? Security?
You know how women love security.
Oh,
He's
okay,
financially
security.
stable. He got the bag. But he don't want you to work. You gotta be a housewife.
Like,
Are you really prepared to be a housewife?
when you say don't work?
Don't work.
I think she is.
I don't know.
I think she is.
See, what happens is when you work, you used to a social environment. Now I'm your world.
Oh, one of those, like you all I know is my kid and my husband. Like, I don't have no friends. I don't like,
You can have friends.
but they come over to the house and they're most likely friends that are related to your husband.
But they probably
friends.
working.
Yeah, they got a job.
Yeah, they got jobs. Or,
Don't make housewives seem like, like.
but they're
you
only
just-
friends.
I'm
or
saying,
husband
are you
friends.
prepared to be one?
That was one. I can do it.
I'm gonna say, I don't see the bad.
Was
I
it?
don't say
I
down.
was just bad.
The only thing, like I said, I did have to get prepared for it. But to move me into that, he gained my trust. Like, I was able to trust him to be able to move like that, to be able like, all right, cool. I fully trust you to the point where I would stay at home and not work and take care of
But
kids.
this a different type of bag I'm talking about. But now you have to he gives you an allowance. Go
What
with
you
that.
mean, a different type of bag?
Oh, he rich. But he give you an allowance.
I mean, it's the
This is
same
like a
thing
hep-
like when you was out. When I
Right,
was
like,
a housewife.
right, so if I
I
want
had
He gave you
access
allowance?
to. He didn't give me like it wasn't necessarily. Yeah, that kind of was an allowance. It was like he put money into my account, but
That's
then I
an
also
allowance.
had like access to all the cards. And
Oh,
stuff.
well then.
And I handled
that
the
ain't
money.
allowance then.
So I get what I want when I ask. So like, if I say I want a new car, I get a new car.
Sometimes you don't get what you want. when you
Yeah, I
ask.
about to say sometimes it will get like that though. Like
Say if I said, no, we ain't doing that.
it hurt my feelings. I'm gonna be upset. I'm here. Bitch.
But then I'm
But
still.
I can
but I
live
said
with
I'm
it.
still good. Yeah, I'm still like.
I don't see y'all living with it. Because I'm looking at the reaction.
I've done it.
I'm saying I don't think you're prepared for it now.
I don't know if I would.
I think you have to get prepared, because if you're a person that is a go-getter, you've been doing this, you've been doing that.
Shit,
that ain't
no.
some shit you
No,
can
it
just
ain't.
cut off.
I mean, yes, I can. I've done that before. I've lived that life before, so I know what it's like on the other side. I know what the
so you
grass
saying
look
you're
like.
prepared right now?
Hell yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I can let
only
this.
because
You
I
ain't gonna get
never-
no one right now.
No.
How many years you need?
I don't need that many
You said
years.
years, not
Years,
months.
crazy.
How many
Yeah.
years you need?
No, I think for me, because I had my son very young, so all I've known my whole life and is like my adult time is being a mom, taking care of my son. Like, no one else is gonna take care of him but me, and no one has to take care of him but me. So to think like, okay, put that trust in someone else is crazy, or
Yeah.
just to turn all that off. Like, for me personally, I would give all my responsibilities to someone else. I don't really care. I'll find a way if it doesn't work out. But to put like my son responsibilities, like he could say, y'all get out, y'all gotta leave, and now me and my son both are homeless.
But
Or-
but if he a husband, no, he can't.
no, he can't, but like he could still like divorce us and leave. Like,
Yeah.
it's just putting the trust that my son's life, if he's living somewhere and we got to move districts or anything because that relationship ends and that's not his father, that man doesn't really owe him anything. He barely owes me anything, but he can walk away from us and my son will be affected. I think that fear is like different. But if it was just me, I would do it with no problem. But
I get what
think
you're
about
saying.
my kid is like, okay, that kind of bothers me because anything can happen and affects my kid. I don't like affecting my kid. I don't like my choices affecting my kid. My chances, my risk affecting my kid. That's gonna make me upset.
So he sent up there with all that security, finances, won't take care of you and your son, and your biggest fear if.
I'll do it. I'm just saying, I still have a fear. I'm still gonna be.
I'm gonna do
Hey,
it.
Soon as they
probably
get to
gonna-
arguing, they like, she would have
shit.
filled out application.
No, I'm just gonna. My son
What?
gonna have
And
a
you
nice-
told me this. What happens when he say no? You can't do it. You said you'll go work and get it.
I mean, I was that way, yeah. But when I was a housewife, I wasn't working.
Okay.
I was at the
Oh.
house with the kids. For
And
like-
that doesn't get boring.
no.
being
Shit.
with the kid. Okay, my kids. Go to school. I
Kids
don't
keep
know
you
about
busy.
my kids.
Then you
are
gotta
gonna
make
still go to
sure
school.
dinner
My
ready.
kids are still going to do activities.
Yeah.
I'll just be there when they get home.
Right. I got you.
Like, I'm not gonna be with my kids 24/7. That's crazy.
Yeah, I get you.
No.
on
Mm-mm.
So it was a lot.
I'm
of
not a
work.
kid person.
And then
Not
I
my
still had
kid.
a social life. So
that. Do y'all see her, fellas? You see her coming? Flo, you see her? The one.
he not sure.
She makes way more money than you.
Been there, done that. Can't do that.
She made way more
Been
money
there, done
than
that. Can't do that. Been there, done that. Can't do that.
For real.
Oh,
What's the damn
I
fault?
don't want to make way more
All
money
right, so
than you.
all right, so
Fuck that.
with like a lot of men dream of that, right?
I don't dream of that shit at all.
Well,
I
no,
say who?
a lot of men do dream of that. Like I experienced that, and it was like, yo, I just can't do it.
Her
Like,
ego was too big.
huh?
Her ego was too big.
Yeah, it's like there was a lot of control, and it wasn't like I didn't have my money. I got my money, but it's like, well, you're not going to do that today. Like I'd rather you come with me. Like no, I can't. Well, what if I just pay you what you were going to make?
Damn.
And I'm like,
I love that
That's-
line, but vice versa. It's crazy.
Yeah, vice versa. I didn't use that before, but I ain't never been told that.
I'm like,
How did you
that's
feel?
control. Like you're trying to
Petite
control
though?
me.
Really
Huh?
small? Really small?
I ain't feel small because I still could say no.
Did
And
you say no?
huh? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And that's where I get the power back.
Can you imagine?
So do you feel like it's control if the roles were reversed?
It can't. Yes.
It's definitely control.
Yes.
So would
yes.
you do it?
Would I do it? No. No.
Because you're instinctively a provider. So when somebody cuts off your duties instinctively, it
Right.
affects you. Men don't like to say it, but when your woman make way more money than you, that affects you.
I mean, I mean,
People don't like to say it, but because it takes away a need that you provide.
Right.
So does that mean women who make a lot of money will always have to look for a guy who makes more than her or equal to her? She'll never be able to date.
No, you can adjust to it, especially if
Right.
you have a woman that says, "What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine," and you're the man, and I expect you to lead. So if we don't, it's hard though, because if she comes with a lot of money, she might come with an ego.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah.
so you have to deal with what's valuable to her.
Control.
So
Would the leading roles change though? Because like
not
think
at all,
about how-
not at all, not with me.
But how would you say? So you said leading. So she makes more in the money. When the bills come out, her account. Yeah, y'all have joint accounts or whatever. But
Mhm.
like when the money go based off bills get paid based off her money. Like
Uh-huh.
maybe his money if he makes enough to pay the bills, say.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if he doesn't, she's paying the bills. She's
Right.
making the final financial decisions. Y'all talk about it, but if she doesn't have the funds or she don't go to work or she gets fired, it affects the whole house. Isn't she
No.
the head of the household?
If the reason I can't deal with her if she brings an ego, if money determines your gender roles, then I can't be with you. Because money is not the value. Because money changes value every day.
Right.
They say inflation, so your dollar's down.
Mhm.
So do you lose value because your money's down? This is how these niggas that say high value men get created. Because they have their money, and that was really bringing value. But if she see the relationship in me as value, the roles doesn't change, because if somebody breaking this house, your money means shit.
Right.
Facts.
You expect me to do my gender role.
Right.
So if you still see me as the man of the house, whether you make most of the money, then I can be in a relationship like that. But that's not usually how it happens.
No.
when you-
Sometimes
Nah.
some women get a little bit older and lonely, then they start changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
vulnerable. They get vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you have a woman that fly you out?
Nah, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't let her do that. Nah. I probably could.
Could you be
But-
Stedman?
Step. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sign up. Like, hey, shit, where we going? I'm about to quit my job.
Oh,
I'm
no,
about to
man.
watch the dogs.
I think I could, depending on how. Cause you ever listen to damn, she was on Shannon Sharp show, Cheryl Underwood.
Sure, I
Mhm.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that interview,
Oh yeah, that was sorry.
cause she let it know he's the man of the house.
Right.
Mhm.
What I make is ours. He's still the man of the house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Mhm.
it wasn't no role switch, because you might not ever be able to make what she make.
Right.
Right.
Cause she has a different gift that gives her more money. Like, so you might not ever.
He not.
But You see him? Because he's coming. What if he's a military man?
He's strict, man.
No. He's in the military.
And he leaving and stuff. He
He
still
be leaving
active.
and
dude.
stuff.
Oh, he a cheater.
I was saying, yeah.
Oh my God! You
Yeah.
didn't I said he the one.
No.
He a cheater, a little
No.
bit.
Like,
Only when he deployed.
You're not prepared for
though.
him.
Mm-mm.
Only when he deployed. That's the only time he got another girlfriend.
oh my God, that's when he has kids in every country.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
You went there to
Drive
military,
to
man?
Charger, a Challenger, or something like
What
that.
is
Oh, please
that?
don't put the Challenger one. No, please. A Challenger military man. is trash. No.
Y'all couldn't date a military man.
No, I would date a military man.
Whore.
Whore.
Little bit ass whore.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
As long as he in the
There he goes, Jeff.
Leaving his charger.
That thorn.
You see him? You see him?
It depends on who we looking at now.
Do you see him? Floyd, do you see her? You see that white woman and that white man coming to y'all? Are you prepared?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Are you prepared?
The who?
Your one could be a white girl.
I've never dated. I don't even know how to date them.
See the one.
I don't even know how to
White
do that.
boy.
Crazy.
It ain't no cool white boy. Ain't no
Not
that.
He's a regular
seasoned?
white boy.
Straight white boy.
I mean,
Dockers on.
I've gave my
It's
number
Spurs.
out to guys like that, but I can't. I'm not against it because if I was against it, I wouldn't be here. So I'm not like against it, but at the same time, it's just not.
You ain't gonna do
on
it.
my
I mean,
I'm
Like you
not.
said,
I'm not
if you weren't
against it,
against it,
but
you wouldn't be here.
yeah.
You should have gave my answer. I don't know how to.
Huh?
Like now, I'm trying to put one and one together.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not white. I'm okay. So my great grandmother is white,
Oh, okay.
and so yeah, I'm black.
No, you white.
So you can't see that good woman coming at you.
I feel like there's like 7 billion people in the world.
I haven't even dated a Hispanic woman. I've only dated black women. Like that's
But
all
the
I
one
know.
coming and she pale face.
Bro, you probably.
Yo, please stop.
She's white.
I'll probably
Beautiful.
I'll miss it every single time.
Oh
Really?
God.
So you're telling me like I be out and I see all different races and I be like, oh, that man's handsome no matter what the race is, right?
Yeah.
So you don't see white girls and be like,
I'd be like, yeah, she look good, but I love black women. Like,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, you
I
like
don't-
black
I don't
women.
But the
look until they
one
say
might be in
something, so-
one might be in the form of a white woman.
matter of fact, hold on, wait. I have been
One
told.
time.
No, I didn't know this, but I have been told like when white women see me in public, and then evidently I give them this look, and they know that I'm not interested.
With the
in
Dr. Umar look.
The look of
No.
disgust like you made right now when we said white women.
It wasn't a look of disgust. It was like
We gotta do a replay of that face when you said white women.
I'm like,
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
date.
like, I don't know.
So, oops. Like,
We will miss the one.
Because
Oh, just off simple shit.
I just feel like
no,
the
because
seven-
it gets deeper than that. And for me, because I have like literally sat back and thought about it. I don't want to be the only black person at the function.
no facts. I
Like
think about
that's
that too.
like that's
With the one?
No,
Get
like,
out.
The one, no, okay, that's crazy. I think about the family, like the history. So, like, what if I get with a family, right? And then they're like, yeah, we're going to like dinner at my grandma's house, my great grandma's house.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a freaking slave house.
right.
And we sitting here
Confederate
chilling.
flags everywhere.
And see, the flag part don't kill me. The flag part, cool, whatever. It's the fact of like their history is we are slave owners. Like they might not be proud of it, but
Hey, who brought
That's-
that colored girl here?
yeah,
was
or like why
grandmama.
she at the table? You want to go get the bread? Like
Yo,
that's
so-
crazy.
It does that matter if you're with the one?
It does matter. It does
Oh
because
my God.
like
I
I
We
mean,
go, this is how people lose out on things that are good for them in life
They end up having to
with
lose
this
their family.
shadow mindset.
Mm.
no.
No,
It's
I
not-
feel
trust
like-
me.
What if she elevates Floyd to greatness?
But you still got to go over to that family house, and you still gonna you gonna be
What if
sitting
they're
right
good? What if
there.
they're good?
You gonna be sitting right there.
What if they're cool?
no, I feel
What
like
if
as
they're
long as
faking the cool?
Or that
Okay.
infatuation with
Well,
black people.
well,
saying
black
that they-
black
Yeah.
black
Right.
family members fake the cool. It's the same thing.
All day, every day.
It be
I
don't like
I
it.
think it's
like their
respect.
own family.
Yeah.
It's respect thing. As long as they respect me or the person I'm with, say if I'm with another race, as long as the person I'm with respects me, and then they know to make sure their family respects me. Like they protect me in the front of their family. So if their family was to do something, they're gonna stand up for me in front of their family. As long as I know that they have my back in front of all these people or with the people going against me,
Right.
I'm okay. I'm gonna be cool. But then at the same time, they know, okay, I know my family racist. I'm not gonna keep bringing you around my family and make you feel comfortable. Like if you don't force me to be in those situations because you respect and love me, then I'm cool with that. If you keep trying to put me in those situations and you keep trying to take me to the slave house, like why are you gonna keep trying to take me to a slave house every time, every Thanksgiving when we can go eat biscuits with mine? It's like
The one wouldn't put you in that situation. The one would y'all go to
the
the
one would not.
extreme.
The
Just
one-
say no, I can't do that.
No,
shit.
if my white man want to go eat seasoned baked macaroni and cheese, he wouldn't want to go to the slave house. I will hope that he wouldn't want to go.
Would you? You said no, yeah.
It just all depends.
Or Arab,
You know your reaction to prices.
It just, sometimes I be just doing stuff. So it just, he come around at the right time.
Justin Bieber called me, I'm gone.
Hey.
I make sure. If Justin Bieber sees this,
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's the only white boy. I
I'm
really
glad you said Justin Bieber because I'm gonna go there. This is for both. I think men are more forgiving when it comes to this. Here they come, man and woman, but they have a past.
What you mean?
Yeah. How they got
She used to be
a porn star.
lesbian.
Oh.
He used to mess around with guys.
Man, get out of here.
Yeah, you got to skip the subject. This
I'm not gay no more.
You're not doing this. You're trying to get all cancers.
I've been there.
But why is there men can't say, okay, well,
Because y'all men, y'all don't care like enough. Y'all don't care enough.
Actually, so
Y'all need more self-respect.
actually, no, that
because
is
it's like women stain you forever.
yeah.
Hey.
Like that, you can say you've been born again.
Nah.
You took some dick.
Nah.
That's wild.
Nah.
I can't
That's
love you like
crazy.
he loved you. Like,
I really can't. I would never be able to give you what you.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the issue with women who were lesbians before. For men, that does become kind of a competition because the way that lesbian woman treated that woman, a man can't treat her like that.
Right.
Yeah, they were
Or
best
you don't know who her real friends are.
Well, I
Yeah,
have
that's
dated
about
somebody
right.
like
That's
that.
a
Yeah, you
complicated
didn't think
situation. Then.
That's complicated. You know, like
Yeah.
that. You're like, oh yeah, we doing the girls.
But some of the women just chalk it up to a college experience.
No.
They really do.
Nah, girls
You-
trips be they be
girls. Just be
What
wild.
girls?
Not
You talking
mine.
about mine? No.
yeah.
We get separate
Wait.
beds and everything.
Going
Please
on.
don't touch me.
Well, y'all got the ones that do go on the girls trips and it's like the
I know
female
some
Brokeback
gay
Mountain.
friends, like
Yeah.
some girls that do that. Like I heard of some girls doing that.
And they be
Right.
married.
They be doing it.
Wait,
Just-
whoa.
just not in my
That's
circle.
crazy.
Yeah,
Not
I
in
know
my
that for a
circle.
fact. Like, not my marriage, but I know like a woman who she had her best friend
I mean,
when they'll
I-
go to the mountains or whatever. They'll be
Well,
doing
let
that.
me ask you something. What if she's coming? And this is good. We can get off the gay shit.
Y'all never answered y'all with they lesbians?
I did.
I probably could.
A
Yeah.
stud? What about a stud?
Oh hell no. Nah.
Me be a stud?
No,
Nah.
you with a stud.
Is
Like
she,
she still
is she
dresses.
still acting like a stud?
Like she still dresses and be it, but she wants a man.
You know, I
Nah,
want to say
that's
something to the
gay.
gay community anyway.
Oh my God, never mind.
Not on Pride Month.
I would. Is it
Not
Pride
Pride
Month?
Month.
Oh,
Please
this
don't-
is even
no.
better.
Oh.
This is even better. Listen,
I'm sorry to my gay
all you trans out there,
Oh God.
I could never look at a woman and say she's a man. I can't identify you as a man, especially if you're an attractive stud. Because if I did that, wouldn't that make me gay?
Yeah. You can't date no stud as a man. You gay.
No, if I identify a woman as a man that's attractive, and I find her attractive, don't that make me gay?
No, she's still a woman.
Huh? No, if I really believe in this shit.
Well, if you believe in, but she's still a woman. I saw this big booty stud at a restaurant not too long ago. I was
They
at
always
K-pop.
have the
She was
biggest
coming to
butts.
get sauce. I was like,
Always.
damn. Sir, your ass is fat.
Like, even with that though, if you're a woman that date a stud, you You still like men.
Yeah, you do.
That shit is
You do.
You still like men.
So you telling me that's all right? Cool. You're gay. Cool. That's fine. Do your thing.
So you say.
That's fine. But you date a girl that looks like a guy, and when y'all get to playing with the sword, y'all. Why? Just be with a warm, regular dude, man. You ain't gotta do all that.
And Stud should actually understand she has to be attracted to a man.
And they do get cheated on with men.
Studs
End
be
up
cheating
getting
too.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Studs be cheating too.
End up pregnant is crazy every time.
They got me.
Out all in this sports probably belly.
Right.
That's crazy. The world a crazy place. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Nah, it ain't crazy. It's crazy if you participate in it.
Love though.
Damn, y'all threw me off, man. I was gonna switch gear.
You brought it up.
No, she asked. We ain't never answered the question.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
y'all been leaving us out there to answer this shit.
Huh?
I said y'all been leaving us out there.
Because
to
I know
answer.
women don't
You
ever
skipped that
like
white
if some
woman question.
if
You
they
skipped
find out
the
a
white
man
woman.
if they find out a man is down low, he's gay forever. Forever.
You can't never go back.
I mean, is he not?
Down low?
Is he not?
He's
If I gotta
definitely gay
dig
forever.
it up,
Gay
if
forever.
I-
You know what? Let me take it back. No.
Yeah,
I'm working on my salvation, so I gotta understand. What they deal with is not my fight, so I don't understand. You can come back. I believe Christ has the power. How you gonna raise the dead and you can't change?
You can't rewrite history, huh?
Yeah.
But you can't unsuck a dick. I can tell you that. Oh, sorry.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That's
you
not even
gotta
the part that
find the
takes me
person.
out though. That's the crazy part. That's not even the part that stays in
The
my
sucking,
head.
it's the
yeah.
yeah.
I
You got
just-
your
'cause
penny
I feel
plugged. I
like-
can't do
I feel
it.
like
Oh,
I-
what?
Yeah, like you got
He
your
got his
pickle
penny
flip,
plugged.
like,
I can't do that.
and I'm never gonna be able to give you that satisfaction. So like, what if
No, God didn't make me that type of woman. There's some
Okay.
strong women out there that might can handle this task.
That is
I
crazy.
I
just
would
not
never look
one
at you
of
the
them.
same.
Now what about all right? These men are not gay,
What?
but they have like female mannerisms. That don't throw y'all off a little bit?
What do you mean?
Does it make
Like
you
it could have
unsafe?
been just raised by women.
Oh, that don't
and
bother me.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't make you feel.
So
Not
you
if they're
don't
not they're like super like not super feminine. Like, they know how to
Like
like.
flamboyant type of dude.
But
Like
he's
one-
not gay at all.
Like you know, like the one in class that always be joking around, and he'd be like super like cool with all the girls, but he's not gay. Something like that.
yeah.
Like he
yeah,
could
yeah.
conversate with the girls,
Girls.
but he's
He
not gay.
pretty much hang out with them.
Yeah,
But you said mannerisms, like like
I don't
people
know.
moving.
Yeah, like that. Like that.
like he'll be sitting there and he'll be like,
Yeah.
But it be some dudes that be doing that.
But they don't
like
be gay.
Like they don't be gay. They be having kids and shit.
Yeah.
They might be gay though.
I mean nothing. I don't knock it. I mean I don't knock it. I just personally
Would you date that?
No, you know what Glow said in her new song? That's how I want my man. Okay.
Glow said she want her man.
No. I said, have you heard her new song?
Nah.
Well, listen to her new song. That's how I want my man.
The plug,
Okay.
the
Yeah,
plug
he
right
gonna have
there.
to. He gonna have to
Yeah.
tone up. I can't.
How do you? Just tell me. I'm not gonna listen to the song. How do you want your
I'll play
man?
the song.
It's
I'll play the song.
no. It's a
It's
long
a long.
list.
It's a long list.
And let me ask you a question: Is the one more about outer or inner?
both for him.
It seems more about outer than inner.
Yeah, it depends on who you asking.
Yeah.
But people would tell you, "Oh, it's the inside," but you ain't dating Charles from work.
I think men.
You see what I'm
men,
saying?
I wouldn't date Charles
men
if
are
I
more.
were.
Men are better at that.
Who?
Men are better at that.
Oh, absolutely.
Women are
They
shallow
choose
with their
because they
thing.
gon'
Men pick good women. When they pick them, it's all
Finally.
about who they are inside.
right. Once they get to that one, the
Y'all
chicks they
shut
dated
up.
before.
that is a lie.
No.
Nah,
It's about
nah.
who they are inside. They can be pretty,
But
but if they fucked up inside,
But
You-
pretty
yeah.
is what got
you
you
would
there.
date somebody less pretty.
You right.
Pretty is
However,
what got you there.
Yeah.
I can't. Say
No,
that all
yo,
the
you
time.
you can get smashed pretty.
I'm
You
picking-
can't get cuffed.
No.
It
'cause
still
when I
got
was-
you there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she's right because
Pretty get you
It's
smashed.
some ugly women you done passed on that probably had a heart of gold.
yeah, that's true. Because if I I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That one you
Ex-
didn't take for the team, she might have been just the sweetest
She was
person
nice.
ever.
Yeah, good job. She
Right.
But what happens when you find somebody that's attractive and hard to go?
Oh, that's a
Like,
winner,
okay,
winner.
you
We
ugly
go
and hard-
together.
Yeah.
We go together. I don't know what you're talking. We go together
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah.
In
But
the
if you
club.
bad and you shitty,
Then you just gonna get smashed off next.
Right.
You gonna get smashed off next.
I would date somebody less pretty than you.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
They said
you know how they talk about it. Y'all ever look at? All right, how about this? You ever look?
I am shallow.
You ever look at how?
Self-admitted. Yeah, I'm shallow.
Yo, you right, because I won't not date a woman because she's short.
No, same. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna date an app.
But it'll be the opposite way though.
Yes!
Like she too tall. She too tall.
Maybe that's why I'm single.
I can't. You might be
How tall are you?
Yeah, it's the opposite way. Like women look at me like
average single man
too
right
short,
now, like
but a man
I can
like,
chop down
she
trees.
She too tall.
She's topping that high.
That's crazy.
She too tall. She wear here. She's 6'4".
I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's a little. I don't. Yeah.
That's me.
Sorry.
Yeah, D.
No, I'm saying. But
Yeah, and then
But I can't
Some
judge.
dudes,
I mean,
it's-
like I said, on the dating apps, if their height is like in the 5s, I really be struggling. Like I really look at the pictures like 10
But
times.
most men
like,
not 6
I be
feet.
like, is it worth it? Then
most
be
people
like,
not 6. Most men not 6 feet though.
I know. Tell me about it.
Let me ask you something. Like with this, you work out, right?
Yeah.
You ever see them women that are muscular?
Oh, I can't do that.
Can't do it.
I mean,
They be
in
like,
shape, yes, but like cut up. Oh.
Yeah, I seen the chick in gym the other day walk around like this.
Yeah, I'm like,
Lady
But they
man,
so buff, they make the titties
lady
disappear.
man, relax.
Yeah.
I be walking about me all hard and shit.
yeah.
Well, this concludes another episode of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am Tuck. Follow me on all platforms, Facebook, Spotify. Go ahead and subscribe right now and jump in the comments section. Go get you some merch from bigmouthbrand.com. Obviously, a lot of us are not prepared for the one. So what you do is you take this podcast, go get an observation of yourself, and work on being ready. I know you're asking for it. It's no different than finances. You can ask for $1 million, but if you don't have a habit of saving or managing money, you will see that money flee. You have to be prepared for the one if you really want the one. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Nope. Just follow me on Instagram, Angel J. Oh, and on YouTube, Angel J.
What would Nino do? The Nino Effect, all platforms.
You can follow me at Raheem Cousin Speaks, and you can also follow my podcast, The Marriage Experiment.
And it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month as well as Juneteenth.
And I'm out.
Middle finger to the world. Such chaos. Seems like the government that had a fucking seance. Neighbor versus neighbor. Don't care about your flavor. Dave Chappelle said, please, just don't hate us. Boys speak free, must got that fuck you paper. Nah, I'm a king, rather die cavalier than a Laker. Way too smart to wait on muse and some acres. Now they using verbal whips to break us. Watching the oppressor come oppress us. Cause niggas don't believe in your endeavors. We ain't stopping your rights, then it's whatever. What happened to a difference of opinion from two different beings? Are we all just minions? Sticks and stones break bones, but words would never hurt me. So when you say I can't say something, it really hurts me. The F word, the R word, the N word. Hold up, bitch. I'm not in third. I'm a grown man. So if I feel it, I'ma say it. I don't need a certain group to okay it. I'm real lifetime with this, don't arcade it. Don't understand shit I'm saying, then replay it. My cup is running over with this bullshit. And even more lies is coming from the pulpit. Asking if God really would approve this. Born here, but I feel like a tourist. Middle finger to the world. When they come for me, just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas just wanna be scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the council culture too. Middle finger to the world. When they come for me, just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas just wanna be scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the council culture too.